You begin by noticing the thoughts that run silently in the background. They are not dramatic. They are subtle. They arrive quietly and dictate more of your actions than any loud command could. Think of your mind as a field. Each thought is a seed. Some seeds grow into trees. Some seeds grow into weeds. The difference is not chance, it is attention. Most people water the weeds without realizing it. They repeat excuses. They justify hesitation. They nurture doubts while pretending to seek growth. This is why preparation must be deliberate. You must observe every seed planted. You must examine every habit that consumes your energy. You must consider whether it contributes to the life you want or keeps you in the cycle you are trying to escape. The next layer of awareness is noticing your reactions. Every reaction is a small mirror. It reflects what your mind believes about the world, about other people, and about yourself. Notice how easily the mind jumps to judgment. Notice how quickly it rehearses fear. Notice how it interprets neutral events as proof of limitation. These automatic reactions are not you. They are habits of the past, rehearsed without question. Once you see this clearly, you stop obeying automatically. You no longer allow every first impulse to dictate your day. You begin to insert space between stimulus and response, a calm, controlled pause where choice exists. This pause is where power begins. Not dramatic action, not bursts of energy, calm, deliberate space. Now, expand your awareness further. Notice the internal dialogue that accompanies these patterns. The quiet commentary in your head that labels events as good or bad, possible or impossible. Most people follow this commentary without question. They believe it is truth. They believe it is reality. But it is not. It is a series of interpretations formed by habit, fear, and old conditioning. When you begin to challenge this commentary, even gently, a new space opens. A space where clarity enters. A space where deliberate action becomes possible. Notice the excuses your mind offers. I'm too busy. I don't have enough information. I need to wait for the right time. These are not statements of fact. They are rehearsed habits, repeated for comfort. Every moment you pause, every time you observe without obeying, you reclaim a small piece of authority. It compounds quietly. It grows invisibly. It strengthens the foundation of your mind for the year ahead. Consider the power of intention combined with observation. Not motivation, not hype. Intention rooted in awareness, repeated consistently. The mind that is prepared this way does not panic when obstacles appear. It does not get distracted by drama. It does not rely on external pressure to act. Instead, it responds from a place of authority. It acts because it understands. It moves because it is aware. It chooses because it has reclaimed control from the autopilot. Now imagine each thought as a small decision. The way you respond to a single thought today determines the trajectory of tomorrow. Do you obey every doubt, every hesitation, every worry? Or do you observe, release, and act deliberately? The difference is subtle but monumental. Notice the quality of your internal voice. Is it commanding or chaotic? Is it precise or distracted? Does it guide your actions with calm authority, or pull you into repetition and indecision? A strong mind is not free of noise. It is aware of the noise. It has the ability to watch it, manage it, and decide what to follow. Consider your past patterns. Every repeated thought that reinforced limitation, every reaction that reinforced fear, every unchallenged assumption, they are part of the autopilot you are now dismantling. Notice the subtle pull toward comfort. Comfort is a trap disguised as safety. It resists change. It pretends to protect you, but it quietly keeps you in the same cycle year after year. Mental preparation is not comfort. It is challenge. It is discipline. It is the willingness to sit with the tension of self-observation, knowing that growth comes through discomfort. Now, focus on the small actions that reinforce control. Notice a single habit you have repeated for years. Observe how it influences your energy, your thoughts, your outcomes. Decide intentionally, will this habit remain adapted to serve your next year, or will it be released quietly, without drama, without resistance? This process is subtle but unstoppable. Small decisions repeated over time create enormous shifts. A mind prepared deliberately cannot be derailed by circumstance. It cannot be distracted by novelty. It cannot be shaken by sudden pressure. Notice also how your attention is drawn externally. How often you allow outside noise to dominate your thoughts. How quickly opinions, news, or events can hijack your mental state. A prepared mind filters all external input through clarity and intention. It listens but does not obey blindly. It responds but does not react impulsively. It understands but does not get consumed. Now reflect on the year ahead. The choices, the challenges, the moments of uncertainty. Every one of these moments will reveal the strength of the mental foundation you are building now. Every one of them will test whether your mind operates on autopilot or authority. This is the essence of preparation. It is quiet, it is deliberate, it is invisible, yet it is more powerful than any motivational speech, any checklist, any external plan. When 2026 begins, the prepared mind does not scramble. It does not seek reassurance. It moves with calm, precise force. The mind that is ready has observed its past, disciplined its habits, and claimed authority over every thought. It knows which impulses to release and which to act on. It chooses clearly, deliberately, intentionally. This is the mind that meets 2026 fully prepared, not by chance, not by luck, not by motivation, but by the quiet, consistent, disciplined work of awareness, observation, and intentional action. Every moment spent noticing, pausing, and choosing is a brick in the foundation of your next year. Every repeated old pattern you refuse to obey is space cleared for growth. Every subtle shift in perception compounds silently, building a mind that cannot be shaken by circumstance. And when the new year arrives, you will move not because you are excited, not because you are motivated, not because you are lucky. You will move because your mind has been prepared deliberately, silently, and powerfully. The foundation is complete. The autopilot has been interrupted. Old patterns have been released. The mind is clear, precise, and ready. This is the mind that carries you forward, silent, focused, uncompromising. Every moment, your mind offers a choice, a subtle direction, a gentle pull, a quiet suggestion that can shape your entire day. It is easy to follow the automatic path. It is easy to react without thought. It is easy to drift while believing you are moving. Discipline begins the instant you refuse to drift. It begins when you recognize the pull of habit and act intentionally instead. Each impulse carries a story of old conditioning, repeated patterns, and unexamined assumptions. Notice them without judgment. Notice them without surrender. Every time you pause before reacting, you reclaim authority over your mind. Every time you observe a habitual thought without obeying, you regain energy and clarity. Your focus is a tool. Every distraction you resist, every attention you direct consciously, strengthens it. A mind that is disciplined chooses its energy carefully, rather than dispersing it carelessly. Notice the silent dialogue inside, the commentary that judges, excuses, or predicts failure. Do not obey it automatically. Do not argue with it unnecessarily. Simply watch, acknowledge, and release. Each observation creates a quiet strength. Each deliberate pause builds a foundation of calm authority. Every choice made intentionally compounds, slowly, silently, yet relentlessly. The mind that moves with discipline does not need constant motivation. It does not seek applause. It does not rely on external pressure. It acts with effortless precision because it has been trained intentionally. Notice the pull toward comfort. Familiarity tempts the mind with ease and safety, but comfort rarely aligns with growth. Every act of resistance, every deliberate choice over ease, strengthens your internal power. Every moment spent observing rather than reacting builds momentum for clarity and authority. Discipline is subtle. It does not demand attention. It is quiet, steady, and consistent. Its effects are invisible to others but undeniable to you. Your energy is finite. Every uncontrolled thought, every reactive impulse drains it silently. Every deliberate act preserves it. Every conscious pause focuses it. Consider how small actions accumulate. Each avoided reaction, each observed habit, each conscious choice compounds into mastery over time. This is the work few notice, but everyone eventually benefits from. Every challenge you face is a mirror. It reveals whether you act automatically or intentionally. Every difficulty tests whether your mind is reactive or disciplined. The disciplined mind does not panic. It does not hesitate. It does not get lost in drama or distraction. It responds from clarity. It moves with authority. It chooses without hesitation. Observe how easily thoughts about urgency or fear can hijack your attention. Notice the subtle temptation to rush, to react, to escape. Discipline is the refusal to obey these impulses. It allows you to move at the pace of clarity. It allows you to preserve energy, act with precision, and maintain control. Every repeated act of conscious choice strengthens your internal structure. Every deliberate pause before reaction reinforces calm authority. Every decision made intentionally compounds silently into unstoppable momentum. The mind trained this way becomes naturally resilient. It does not require external reinforcement. It does not crumble under pressure. It does not bend to novelty or distraction. Each thought observed without obedience is a victory. Each habit questioned and adjusted is a reclaimed piece of authority. Each moment of deliberate attention is an investment in clarity and strength. The mind that practices this daily begins to move with effortless precision. It acts naturally, without struggle, guided by awareness rather than impulse. Notice how mental energy multiplies when it is disciplined. Every reaction avoided, every habit corrected, every impulse observed adds to it. It becomes a reservoir you can draw from in moments of real challenge. No one else can do this work for you. No external system can replace the quiet discipline you cultivate internally. It is yours alone, and it is your most reliable asset. Observe the pull of old habits. Notice how easily they attempt to reclaim control. Do not argue. Do not resist angrily. Simply notice, choose, and move deliberately. Every moment of intentional choice expands your mental authority. Every deliberate pause strengthens focus. Every action taken from awareness compounds into momentum that cannot be taken away. The mind that masters discipline moves effortlessly through complexity. It navigates challenges calmly. It focuses on what matters. It responds intentionally rather than reacting automatically. Every temptation resisted, every distraction ignored, every thought observed without surrender adds to your strength. Every deliberate act builds a foundation that cannot be shaken by circumstance. The mind that has trained itself in this way does not wait for motivation. It does not rely on luck. It does not hope for favorable conditions. It moves because it is prepared. It acts because it has authority. It responds because it has clarity. Each conscious moment, each deliberate action, each refusal to obey habit strengthens the structure of your mind. It becomes precise, resilient, and unshakable. And in every situation, no matter how complex, chaotic, or challenging, this mind operates with calm authority. It acts intentionally. It moves deliberately. It responds with strength. The work you do in observation, pause, and choice now will manifest in every action you take. Every reaction you avoid, every habit you correct, every impulse you manage adds to the clarity, authority, and discipline of your mind. Discipline is not dramatic. It is quiet. It is steady. It is consistent. Every decision, every pause, every moment of awareness compounds. Eventually, discipline becomes effortless. Eventually, authority becomes natural. Eventually, clarity becomes your default state. This is the mind that moves deliberately through life. It is calm, precise, and resilient. It is ready. It is prepared. It is unstoppable. Every sunrise brings a choice you cannot ignore. It is not about the world outside. It is about the state you choose to inhabit as the day begins. Notice the subtle pull of emotion even in quiet moments. A flicker of irritation, a trace of doubt, a faint anxiety. These arise naturally. Most people ignore them or let them dictate action. You are not most people. Emotional mastery starts with recognition, not with judgment, not with resistance. Simply noticing the feeling as it arises, tracing its subtle cues in the body, and allowing awareness to witness it without surrender. A mind untrained in this process reacts automatically. It follows every flicker of frustration or fear. It spirals. It loses clarity. It believes that mood is dictated by circumstance. but your inner authority lies in observation. When you pause and witness the emotional surge, you separate identity from impulse. You observe without feeding it. You observe without identifying with it. Emotions are signals, not commands. The tension in your chest, the tightening in your jaw, the quickened heartbeat, these are not orders. They are data. They tell you what is happening internally. They do not dictate what you must do. Every time you pause, notice, and breathe through emotion, your inner power grows. Every small act of restraint compounds into larger calm. Every moment of awareness strengthens the architecture of self-control. The mind that masters its emotions is not numb. It does not pretend to feel nothing. It feels fully, yet acts with intention. It experiences without being dominated. Consider the subtle ways emotion infiltrates action. A slight irritation can alter tone, change posture, influence speech, or shift decisions. Unchecked, it guides life unconsciously. Controlled, it becomes a tool for precise, deliberate influence. When you encounter frustration, pause. When tension rises, pause. When impatience whispers, pause. Let the body relax, let the breath deepen, let awareness expand. Notice the difference between instinctive reaction and deliberate response. One is automatic, impulsive, and draining. The other is intentional, precise, and conserving. The moment you choose response over reaction, authority is reclaimed. Every decision you make consciously shapes energy, focus, and outcome. Now reflect on past emotional patterns. Notice how old habits repeat silently. The same frustration resurfaces in similar circumstances. The same anxiety returns at familiar triggers. This repetition is not fate. It is conditioning. It is habit, and it can be observed, interrupted, and transformed. Every time you interrupt a habitual emotional response, you strengthen resilience. Every breath taken before reaction compounds calm authority. Every moment spent observing rather than surrendering builds inner strength. The mind that masters mood does not depend on circumstances for balance. It does not require approval, validation, or favorable conditions. It generates stability internally, like a well-trained instrument in tune. Every interaction becomes a training ground. Every minor irritation is a test of control. Every fleeting emotion is an opportunity to practice awareness. The subtle power of observation grows when you notice the story your mind builds around emotion. The interpretations, judgments, and justifications amplify feelings. Seeing them clearly allows detachment. Feeling fully without being enslaved by the narrative is mastery. Practice in small moments matters. A traffic delay, a curt comment, a sudden disappointment, each offers the same chance to pause, breathe, and choose response over reaction. The mind trained in these small acts becomes naturally resilient. It does not collapse under challenge. It does not oscillate between highs and lows. It responds with deliberate clarity in all circumstances. Now expand this awareness to energy management. Every uncontrolled emotional reaction drains vitality silently. Every conscious pause conserves it. Every breath that releases tension restores it. Emotional mastery is cumulative. It is built in quiet, deliberate repetitions. It is strengthened through observation, restraint, and conscious action. Notice how your emotions ripple outward. They influence tone, presence, decisions, and relationships. When controlled, they amplify influence. When uncontrolled, they consume energy, distort focus, and cloud judgment. The mind that achieves emotional authority can act from a calm center. It does not collapse under external pressures. It is not swayed by transient moods. It chooses response over impulse, action over reaction, clarity over distraction. Consider fear. Notice its subtle onset in thoughts, sensations, and images. Most people follow fear without question. The trained mind observes it, acknowledges its presence, and proceeds intentionally. Consider anger. Notice its rise in tension, tone, and mental imagery. Do not suppress it. Do not feed it. Simply acknowledge, release, and move forward with deliberate action. Consider joy. Notice it fully, without clinging. Let it expand without demanding permanence. Let it guide action with clarity and presence rather than attachment. Consider disappointment. Notice its subtle invitation to self-doubt. Do not surrender. Observe, breathe, and redirect energy toward constructive action. Every moment you practice this, resilience builds silently. Every observation compounds inner calm. Every conscious pause strengthens mental authority. The mind that masters mood is not passive. It is active. It is intentional. It moves with quiet precision, influencing outcomes through measured energy rather than reaction. Practice extends to daily routines. Notice rising tension in mundane tasks. Notice irritation in simple chores. Notice impatience in waiting. Pause deliberately. Observe fully. Breathe intentionally. Act calmly. This consistency transforms ordinary moments into training grounds for mastery. Every minor emotion observed builds resilience for major challenges. Every small pause prepares the mind for intense pressure. Now notice mental dialogue. The story your mind tells about events amplifies or diminishes emotion. Observation without identification allows freedom. You experience without attachment. You act without surrender. Every decision made from calm authority compounds over time. Every avoided reaction strengthens resilience. Every pause becomes a stepping stone toward mastery. Observe subtle emotional triggers in relationships. Notice how small remarks, tones, or behaviors attempt to provoke habitual responses. Respond intentionally, without drama, without surrender, and without impulsivity. The mind that does this repeatedly becomes naturally composed. It does not require favorable conditions. It does not seek validation. It moves deliberately, maintaining stability regardless of circumstance. Every challenging moment becomes an opportunity. Every emotional surge becomes a chance to strengthen inner calm. Every tension invites conscious response. Visualize each emotion as a wave. Some are small, some are large, some are violent. You cannot stop the wave, but you can choose whether to ride it blindly or step onto solid ground with awareness. This is emotional mastery. Seeing the wave, feeling its pull, yet moving with intentional direction. Over time, each wave observed and navigated strengthens the mind. Each challenge faced with awareness compounds resilience. Each deliberate response creates unshakable calm. Emotional mastery is invisible yet undeniable. It changes how you feel, act, and influence life silently. It allows clarity to persist amidst chaos. It allows energy to be directed intentionally rather than lost in reaction. Every day offers countless micro-opportunities. Each minor irritation, each fleeting joy, each subtle tension is a chance to practice mastery. Each choice strengthens calm, clarity, and deliberate authority. Eventually, the mind internalizes this practice. Calm becomes default. Clarity becomes instinctive. Deliberate action becomes natural. This is the mind that navigates life deliberately. It is composed. It is focused. It is resilient. It acts with intention. The path to mastery is not dramatic. It is repetitive. It is silent. It is continuous. Every moment observed strengthens authority. Every breath taken in awareness builds clarity. Every emotion noticed without surrender grows resilience. The mind trained in emotional mastery moves through life like a river, calm in turbulence, responsive without impulsivity, deliberate without hesitation. No circumstance can derail it. No fleeting mood can hijack it. No external event can break it. This is the power of deliberate emotional authority. It is quiet. It is precise. It is unshakable. The mind that masters this now will carry that strength forward endlessly. It will move with intentional calm in every situation. It will act with clarity in every decision. It will respond with authority in every challenge. This is not a skill of convenience. It is the foundation of all deliberate action. It is the groundwork for mental clarity, energy control, and consistent performance. Every day you practice observation, pause, and intentional response compounds. Every emotional surge handled consciously strengthens your foundation. Every deliberate breath anchors authority. The mind becomes resilient. The mind becomes intentional. The mind becomes unstoppable. Your emotional state now serves you. It no longer controls you. It guides action intentionally. It fuels focus, energy, and calm authority. This is the essence of emotional mastery. It is deep. It is practical. It is powerful. The path is simple, but not easy. Observe, pause, breathe, act deliberately, repeat. Every moment of practice builds a mind that is calm, focused, and unshakable. A mind that moves with deliberate authority, responding with clarity, precision, and power. You are in command. Your emotions do not rule you. Your inner state determines your actions. Your clarity and calm are your greatest power. Your mind is a river. When it flows without direction, it scatters energy. When it flows intentionally, it becomes unstoppable. Focus is not something you acquire by force. It is cultivated. It is practiced. It grows silently in moments of deliberate attention. Every distraction you resist is a seed of clarity planted. Every attention directed consciously is a stone laid in the foundation of productivity. Every small act of focus compounds into larger momentum. Notice how easily the mind drifts. A notification, a passing thought, a vague worry, all can fragment attention. Most people surrender to these impulses automatically. You are not most people. You center your mind. You reclaim focus silently. You direct energy precisely toward what demands attention. Productivity begins with clarity of purpose. Without clarity, effort dissipates like wind through an open window. Every action without focus loses energy. Every action with deliberate attention multiplies impact. Start with small blocks of focused attention. Observe the natural urge to drift. Notice the temptation to multitask. Do not resist angrily. Simply acknowledge and return focus gently. The mind that trains in this way develops a quiet discipline. It no longer needs external motivation to begin tasks. It moves naturally toward priority. It executes efficiently. Notice how the smallest interruptions steal energy silently. A stray thought, a minor distraction, a passing feeling of boredom, each fragments productivity. Each moment of awareness recovered strengthens control. Focus is not punishment. It is freedom. It allows you to direct energy where it matters most. It preserves mental clarity. It amplifies results without extra effort. Productivity is not just action. It is deliberate action. It is aligned effort. It is energy applied intentionally, not scattered randomly. Notice how often people confuse busyness with progress. Filling hours with activity feels productive but is often shallow. True productivity emerges when effort is aligned with purpose. Your mind must learn to prioritize internally before action externally, to discern what truly matters, to focus on tasks that compound value, to avoid the trap of distraction masquerading as urgency. Practice sustained attention. Start small. Observe a single task for extended focus. Resist wandering thought. Return gently when distraction arises. Every repeated act strengthens attention muscles. Every moment of deliberate return trains the mind in resilience. Every block of focus becomes natural. Now notice how mental clutter affects output. Every unresolved thought, every unchecked emotion, every fragmented idea consumes attention silently. Mental clarity is the precursor to productive execution. Organize thoughts internally before acting externally. Observe the mind's tendencies. Note recurring distractions. Plan deliberate moments to clear clutter. Your productivity will multiply. The mind trained and focused does not rely on external systems to perform. It does not need constant reminders. It does not collapse under pressure. It acts naturally and intentionally. Notice the temptation to jump between tasks. Multitasking is a thief of energy. Focus on one task at a time. Complete fully before moving to the next. Momentum compounds. Productivity without focus is noise. Focus without productivity is wasted potential. True mastery combines the two. Observe your environment. Notice elements that fragment attention. Eliminate unnecessary stimuli. Create space where focus can thrive naturally. Practice micro pauses throughout the day. Notice tension, wandering thought, or fatigue. Breathe deliberately. Return attention intentionally. These micro pauses sustain clarity and energy over hours. Now notice how energy flows with focus. Every deliberate act multiplies results silently. Every recovered moment adds to momentum. Every maintained attention strengthens internal authority. Focus and productivity are cumulative. Every disciplined block of attention compounds into exponential results. Every moment of wasted focus diminishes potential quietly. Develop rituals that protect attention. Morning routines, environment preparation, task segmentation, deliberate breaks, all support sustained focus. Observe the mind's natural resistance to prolonged attention. Discomfort, boredom, wandering thought, all arise automatically. Do not fight. Do not surrender. Simply observe and return to focus. Notice how internal clarity improves decision-making. A focused mind evaluates options accurately, resists impulsivity, and directs energy efficiently. Productivity becomes a natural outcome. The mind that masters focus thrives in complexity. It does not scatter under pressure. It does not surrender to distractions. It channels energy precisely, effectively, and efficiently. Each deliberate act of attention preserves energy. Each repeated return to focus strengthens resilience. Each completed task compounds confidence and competence. Notice how time feels expanded when focus is strong. Hours of scattered attention feel short. Hours of deliberate focus stretch, allowing more achievement in the same duration. Practice resisting immediate gratification for deeper focus. Short distractions are tempting, but long-term results require patience. Train the mind to choose what matters over what is easy. Productivity without clarity is wasted. Clarity without focus is lost potential. Focus aligned with purpose produces results effortlessly. Notice the subtle rewards of internal authority. Calm persistence, deliberate energy, clarity in action, all arise naturally. External validation becomes unnecessary. Achievement flows from internal alignment. Develop endurance in attention. Extend focus gradually. Notice fatigue, boredom, or resistance. Ground yourself in awareness. Return intentionally. This is how mastery is built silently. Observe mental chatter. Notice random thoughts, worries, or unimportant ideas. They are not commands. They can be noted and released. Energy remains focused on what truly matters. Productivity is not busyness. It is intentional creation. It is results aligned with purpose. It is calm, focused, deliberate action. Notice how focus amplifies creativity. Ideas arise effortlessly when attention is sustained. Energy flows without friction. Results become more abundant with less wasted effort. Now reflect on long-term momentum. Daily focus builds habits. Habits build competence. Competence builds authority. Authority builds mastery. Every block of sustained attention compounds exponentially. Every micro pause for awareness preserves energy. Every deliberate choice strengthens internal structure. The mind that masters focus and productivity moves with precision. It achieves more effortlessly. It acts deliberately. It preserves energy. Notice the cumulative effect of repeated practice. Attention, energy, and clarity align over days, weeks, months. Momentum becomes unstoppable. The mind that trains this way is resilient to distraction, fatigue, and chaos. It performs consistently. It executes with authority. It responds to challenge with clarity. Focus is freedom. Productivity is power. Together, they shape life intentionally, not randomly. The mind now moves deliberately. Energy flows efficiently. Attention is controlled. Every action is aligned with purpose. Your environment, thoughts, and habits support mastery naturally. Distractions are minimized. Energy is preserved. Clarity is maintained. Every morning offers the chance to practice again. Every day compounds skill. Every intentional act grows authority, calm, and focus. The mind that masters focus and productivity rises with quiet strength. It moves with relentless precision. It transforms every decision into measurable impact. It shapes life with unstoppable clarity and enduring power. Your actions today carve the foundation of tomorrow. Not later, not tomorrow. This moment decides everything. Decisions are rarely obvious. They are subtle, quiet, often invisible until consequences appear. Most people react, follow impulse, or defer responsibility. You are not most people. True decision-making begins with awareness. You cannot choose wisely if the mind is scattered. You cannot act intentionally if you are distracted by trivial impulses. Every decision, even small, carries energy. Every deferred choice consumes mental resources silently. Every impulsive choice steals clarity and momentum. Observe the impulses that arise when a choice presents itself. Notice subtle resistance, hesitation, or discomfort. Most people avoid this observation. You embrace it. A trained mind recognizes instinctive pulls. It notes desires, fears, and assumptions without surrendering to them. It separates observation from action. It chooses deliberately. Decision-making requires clarity of values. If you act without alignment to your principles, every result becomes hollow. If you act aligned, even challenges become opportunities. Your inner compass must guide before external conditions dictate. Notice the lure of convenience. Immediate gratification seduces many. Shortcuts promise ease but rob growth. Choosing the hard, correct path strengthens authority silently. Every choice trains the mind. Every deliberate selection reinforces confidence. Every moment of hesitation observed and directed builds mastery. Now notice how fear influences decisions. Fear of failure, rejection, or discomfort often masquerades as logic. The untrained mind follows it blindly. The trained mind observes, acknowledges, and proceeds intentionally. Consider the subtle trap of overthinking. Endless analysis paralyzes action. Action delayed is momentum lost. Clarity arises when the mind observes the facts, notices emotion, and decides consciously. The mind that masters decision-making balances thought and intuition. It does not act recklessly. It does not stall endlessly. It chooses with authority and precision. Observe past choices. Notice patterns, mistakes, and unconscious reactions. Learn without judgment. Every reflection strengthens the ability to act intentionally in the present. Decision-making is not about perfection. It is about alignment. It is about deliberate, informed, value-driven choice. Perfection is an illusion. Clarity is the skill. Every moment of indecision weakens momentum. Every conscious choice restores it. Every act of aligned decision compounds internal authority. Notice the small decisions that go unnoticed. How you respond to interruptions, handle emails, converse with colleagues, or manage personal time. Each choice carries weight. Each choice compounds the structure of your life silently. Observe emotional interference. Subtle anger, frustration, anxiety, or desire can cloud judgment. A trained mind separates sensation from choice. It acts from clarity, not impulse. Notice the power of commitment. Once a conscious decision is made, follow through with deliberate action. Hesitation erodes authority. Consistency strengthens it. Decision-making requires courage, not reckless courage, deliberate courage, the courage to choose what is necessary, not what is easy. Every difficult decision is a training ground. Every consequence faced intentionally compounds resilience. Every moment of discomfort tolerated strengthens mastery. Observe the influence of external pressures, others' opinions, societal expectations, and situational pressures attempt to hijack choices. A trained mind observes, weighs, and acts independently. Notice your mental dialogue when faced with options. The mind often invents reasons to avoid responsibility. Observation without attachment dissolves distraction. Action becomes deliberate. Decision-making is cumulative. Every aligned choice compounds into clarity and efficiency. Every misaligned choice is a lesson, not failure. Learning is the fuel of mastery. Notice the subtle difference between reaction and action. Reaction is reflexive, untrained, and temporary. Action is deliberate, aware, and cumulative. Your life is shaped by action, not reaction. Observe consequences as data, not judgment. Success is informative. Failure is instructive. Neither defines you. Both guide your next conscious choice. Every decision builds confidence. Every deliberate choice reinforces internal authority. Every moment of acted upon intention strengthens resilience. Notice how repeated observation changes perception. Choices no longer feel heavy or overwhelming. Clarity becomes the default. Authority becomes instinctive. Decision-making extends beyond immediate tasks. It applies to habits, relationships, career, health, and mindset. Each decision reinforces life architecture. Observe how the trained mind weighs priorities. Urgent does not always equal important. Distraction often masquerades as necessity. Deliberate discernment separates meaningful action from noise. Notice the subtle role of patience. Rushed decisions are usually reactive. Pausing long enough to observe without overthinking creates balance. Time becomes an ally, not an enemy. Every conscious decision preserves energy. Every deliberate choice strengthens clarity. Every moment of observation compounds resilience. Notice how alignment transforms outcomes. When decisions reflect inner values, actions become natural. Effort becomes efficient. Results multiply. Observe the tendency to seek approval. Every external opinion can subtly influence choice. A trained mind observes influence, acknowledges it, then acts from clarity. Authority is internal, not borrowed. Notice subtle fear of loss or regret. Every decision carries potential discomfort. A strong mind acknowledges risk but chooses deliberately. It weighs long-term impact over temporary avoidance. Decision-making is not stressful. Stress comes from unconscious surrender. Clarity and intentionality dissolve tension. Action becomes calm, precise, and natural. Observe how repeated practice changes instinct. The mind moves from reactive patterns to deliberate structure. Choice becomes automatic, aligned, and confident. Every decision builds momentum. Every choice shapes character. Every conscious act solidifies internal authority. Observe life as a series of decisions, not events. You are not at the mercy of circumstance. You are the architect of action. You are the director of outcome. Every small act of conscious choice compounds into major influence. Every moment observed strengthens perception. Every aligned decision generates energy, focus, and clarity. Notice how consistent practice transforms hesitation into certainty. Every repeated observation, every deliberate action, every value-aligned choice compounds into mastery. Now imagine facing the largest decisions in life with the same calm, clear, deliberate mind. You assess, observe, and choose with authority. You act with intention, not impulse. You shape life rather than react to it. Decision-making is freedom. It is internal power manifested externally. It is clarity in motion. Your mind now navigates life deliberately. No external pressure controls you. No fleeting emotion dictates action. Every decision aligns with purpose. Every choice multiplies your authority, your clarity, and your energy. The art of decision-making is not in speed. It is in precision. It is in alignment. It is in deliberate authority applied consistently over time. Every choice is an opportunity. Every challenge is a test of clarity. Every moment of deliberate action builds unstoppable momentum. Your life is no longer shaped by chance. It is shaped by conscious, aligned, powerful decisions. You are the architect. You are the authority. You are the unyielding force of deliberate action and unshakable clarity. True strength is not in the absence of struggle. It is in how you rise when every element resists you. Life will test your limits in ways unseen. Moments of challenge appear suddenly, without warning. Most retreat, overwhelmed by pressure, by circumstance, by fear. You do not. Resilience begins in quiet moments. It begins when you observe tension without surrendering. It begins when you notice discomfort without reacting automatically. Every setback carries hidden instruction. Every challenge conceals opportunity for mastery. Every obstacle is an invitation to strengthen the mind, body, and spirit simultaneously. Notice how the mind reacts to adversity. Fear rises, doubt whispers, impatience pushes. The untrained mind obeys instinctively. The trained mind observes, assesses, and responds deliberately. True resilience is silent. It is cultivated in repetition, not dramatics. It is developed when challenges are faced with awareness rather than complaint. Energy is the currency of progress. Without resilience, energy dissipates. Without direction, even abundant energy flows into chaos. When internal strength aligns with focus, energy becomes unstoppable. Notice the subtle erosion of will during prolonged stress. Every distraction, every irritation, every unproductive impulse drains quietly. Reclaiming awareness restores energy. Rebuilding attention strengthens resilience. Observe how emotions affect endurance. Anger, fear, doubt. These are not enemies. They are signals, data, and fuel for growth. The mind that masters resilience converts emotion into calibrated action. Every micro decision under pressure defines the trajectory of your life. The choice to pause, observe, and proceed intentionally is more powerful than any momentary burst of reaction. Notice how habitual reactions erode strength over time. Every repeated surrender to frustration, impatience, or fear compounds weakness. Every conscious act of persistence and presence builds internal authority. Resilience is not simply endurance. It is the ability to adapt, adjust, and rise without losing clarity. It is strength guided by wisdom, not brute force. Observe life's patterns. Difficulties are rarely isolated. They arrive in sequences that test patience, attention, and courage simultaneously. The unprepared mind resists, fractures, and yields. The prepared mind adapts, persists, and transforms. Every moment of struggle is a lesson in energy management. Observe fatigue, anxiety, or distraction. Do not fight. Do not surrender. Return focus deliberately. Notice how small victories compound. Every act of perseverance, no matter how subtle, builds momentum. Every choice to continue under pressure multiplies internal authority. Resilience requires consistency. It is not a heroic act of one day. It is repeated commitment over weeks, months, years. Every deliberate return to calm focus builds unshakable internal strength. Energy must be preserved. Notice where attention, time, and effort leak. Redirect deliberately. Use every resource with intention. Energy aligned with purpose accelerates mastery. Observe the subtle interplay between body and mind. Physical tension undermines mental resilience. Regular grounding, deep breathing, and deliberate movement reinforce energy. Your body becomes an ally, not a burden. Notice mental fatigue during prolonged challenge. Observe intrusive thoughts, self-doubt, and restlessness. These are signals, not commands. Each observation reclaimed is energy restored. Resilience thrives on self-awareness. The stronger your internal perception, the less external chaos dictates action. The mind that knows itself navigates uncertainty with precision. Notice how habitual preparation strengthens endurance. Every practice in calm moments compounds strength in crisis. Every rehearsal of focus, patience, and clarity prepares you for unpredictability. Energy and resilience are interdependent. Energy fuels action. Resilience sustains it. One without the other is incomplete. Observe how external pressures test internal limits. Expect opposition, conflict, and challenge. The untrained mind reacts. The trained mind responds intentionally, preserving energy, reinforcing clarity, and extending endurance. Notice subtle mental traps during struggle. Self-judgment, fear of failure, and imagined outcomes often cloud clarity. Observation without attachment transforms these moments into opportunities for growth. Every moment of conscious response builds authority. Every deliberate act under pressure strengthens internal structure. Every recovered pause restores energy. Notice how internal energy fluctuates. Awareness restores balance. Presence reclaims power. Intentional action channels force into measurable outcomes. Resilience is cultivated, not discovered. It grows when challenges are met repeatedly, with calm observation and deliberate action. It thrives when internal authority overrides impulsive reaction. Observe how energy rises when focus aligns with purpose. Every act performed intentionally amplifies momentum. Every moment of clarity compounds endurance. Notice the subtle victories hidden in persistence. Quietly returning to focus. Gently enduring discomfort. Calmly observing emotional turbulence. Each small act multiplies internal strength. Resilience is not passive. It is dynamic, adaptive, precise, and deliberate. It converts challenge into opportunity, stress into fuel, and uncertainty into clarity. Observe how repeated reflection enhances control. The mind that examines its tendencies under pressure becomes more powerful, not less. The mind that recognizes patterns of weakness transforms them into mastery. Energy, focus, and resilience compound. Each intentional recovery strengthens internal authority. Each deliberate response builds unshakable momentum. Notice the difference between reacting blindly and responding deliberately. Reaction scatters energy. Response channels energy. Response builds resilience. Observe how calm action during adversity influences outcome. Chaos may surround, but internal mastery directs influence effectively. Every measured act becomes exponentially more powerful than frantic motion. Energy is multiplied through focus. Resilience is strengthened through repetition. Authority grows through deliberate action. Each layer compounds the previous. Observe life as a continuous feedback system. Setbacks provide data. Energy misalignment signals correction. Internal clarity guides adjustment. Every observation is actionable fuel. The mind that masters resilience acts decisively in crisis. It does not panic. It does not freeze. It acts intentionally, preserving energy, reinforcing clarity, and building momentum. Notice the subtle yet powerful accumulation of internal mastery. Each controlled breath, each deliberate pause, each aligned action shapes life quietly but irreversibly. Resilience is not occasional heroism. It is habitual mastery over thought, emotion, and action. It is the quiet, unwavering force that sustains achievement against all odds. Energy flows where intention directs. Focus magnifies energy. Resilience preserves it. Together, they form unstoppable internal authority. Notice how clarity transforms decisions under pressure. Choices become automatic yet deliberate. Actions require less friction. Momentum becomes natural. Resilience is a skill, cultivated through deliberate practice and conscious observation. It grows stronger with each challenge, each moment of recovery, each intentional act of endurance. The mind that masters energy and resilience operates from internal authority. It is unmoved by chaos. It is precise in action. It channels power efficiently. Notice the difference between energy squandered and energy directed. Every regained moment under pressure compounds results exponentially. Every intentional act reinforces clarity. Resilience, energy, and focus are inseparable. Neglect one, and the others falter. Master all three, and life unfolds with unstoppable alignment. Observe subtle signs of internal depletion. Correct, restore, and return to alignment. This continuous cycle creates unshakable power. Energy magnifies effort. Resilience sustains it. Clarity directs it. Action becomes deliberate, precise, and unstoppable. Notice how calm authority shapes interactions, results, and outcomes. Chaos may surround, but internal mastery dictates influence. Every deliberate moment compounds strength. Every conscious breath reinforces control. Every recovered pause solidifies momentum. True mastery emerges when challenge becomes natural. Stress becomes fuel. Adversity becomes training. Energy, focus, and resilience fuse into unstoppable force. Now, reflect on life as a series of deliberate actions underpinned by internal authority. Every challenge faced strengthens momentum. Every recovered pause expands clarity. Every intentional act compounds power. This is the pinnacle of internal mastery. Energy fully aligned. Resilience unshakable. Authority deliberate, precise, and unstoppable. You do not merely survive. You rise. You endure. You transform every trial into measured strength. You command your energy. You direct your focus. You embody resilience. Life unfolds under your deliberate direction. Chaos bends. Pressure sharpens. Every moment becomes an opportunity to extend mastery. This is not the end. It is the awakening of true internal power. It is the final synthesis of everything learned. Energy, focus, resilience, clarity, authority, all integrated, unstoppable, unyielding. Rise with deliberate intention. Move with measured strength. Act with unwavering authority. This is mastery realized. This is life under control. This is your power unleashed.